Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Grantsburg, Wisconsin, Pepper Park, the site of a West Lakeland baseball game between the Shell Lake Lakers and the Grantsburg Pirates. My name is Bob Rombach. Thank you so much for joining us here. Shell Lake taking their ins and outs, and we're just about ready to play ball here in Grantsburg. This is a big game in the conference. Grantsburg sits atop, and so does Shell Lake, and so does Clayton Turtle Lake. Grantsburg has a better winning percentage only because they've played more games. Grantsburg 6-1. Clayton Turtle Lake is 5-1. Shell Lake is 4-1. All three losses, each team's loss has come to one another. Grantsburg lost to Clayton Turtle Lake. Clayton Turtle Lake lost to Shell Lake, and Shell Lake lost to Grantsburg. So that is the scoop here in mid-May? Early May still. May 7th, that's still early May, isn't it? Last time these two teams met, it was close. 6-5 was the final score. Levi Anderson was the winning pitcher, and he will go again here for the Pirates. Last time, Shell Lake used two pitchers, Cole Schrankel and Charlie Juza. But tonight they're going to go with Kyle Gleason on the hill for the Lakers. Levi pitched 5 innings. Caleb pitched 2 innings last time out. Levi got the win. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 5 runs, but only 2 earned, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. And I don't have any stats on Kyle Gleason yet, so this will be our first crack at seeing him. Let's look at the starting lineups for the two squads here tonight, as it turns out to be a pretty nice night. It was a nice day, then it was a little bit of threat of rain here as I drove into the park. But now, hopefully, that has kind of passed as we are on a busy campus here tonight. Baseball, softball, and track and field all hosted by Grantsburg tonight, so that's always exciting. Tough to find a parking spot if you got here a little bit late. But so you'll hear, probably in the background, you'll hear Nick Hallberg kind of announcing things, and might hear a little from the softball field. But it's always exciting when all three things are happening at once. And it is the end of the year, so tonight there's sports. Tomorrow night there's a concert. There was the awards night. Next week is graduation, and it's just kind of crazy time. People trying to get their games in that were rained out or colded out or darkened out. So it is May is crazy time. But we love it here on We Are Grantsburg and the We Are Network, trying to get to everything. Tomorrow night we will have the concert. Stacy is going to come up and do that. So appreciate her, as I'm unable to do it myself. Otherwise, I do enjoy going to the concerts. And this one's a special one, too, because Jennifer Gilhoy will be conducting her last. She is retiring at the end of this year, so she has been an amazing music department leader for many, many years. And we love her and what she brought to the middle school especially. She was the high school band director for many years as well. And then went down, continued on with the middle school, gave up the high school band. And we really appreciate her. She's energetic. She does a good job teaching the kids how to play and how to have appreciation for music. Those middle school concerts, they are better than many high schools bands. So she does a lot with them. So it is a bummer to see her go, but we wish her well in her retirement. Let's look at the starting lineups for these two teams as the Lakers finish up their ins and outs. For Shell Lake, it'll be Charlie Juza. He is the shortstop tonight. He'll lead it off for the Lakers. Obadiah Wiedemann is the catcher, batting second. Cole Schrankel bats third. plays third base. Alex Marcoux is the center fielder, and he bats cleanup. Adam Fritz is the first baseman, batting fifth. David Marcoux is the left fielder, batting sixth. Batting seventh is the pitcher, Kyle Gleason. Batting eighth, Karsten Stevenson. He is the right fielder. And the second baseman, Skylar Schaefer, is the number 9 batter for the Lakers. So it's Juza, Wiedemann, Schrenkel, Marcoux, Fritz, Marcoux, Gleason, Stevenson, and Schaefer. For the Pirates, it's leading off Brock Matheny, the senior, playing center field. Archie Hale, the freshman, plays right field and bats second. Riker Stelsel, a sophomore, is catching, and he bats third. Caden Matheny having a great year at the plate. He is the first baseman, batting cleanup for the Pirates. Henry Quintana is swinging a hot bat. He's a designated hitter for Axel Hale, who plays left field. Adam Handy bats sixth and plays third base. Levi Anderson on the bump tonight. He is the pitcher, and he bats seventh. Batting eighth, his twin brother Ryder, and he plays second base. And then rounding it off for the Pirates, the shortstop, junior Caleb Rombach. So for the Pirates, it's Matheny, Hale, Stelsel, Matheny, Quintana, Handy, Anderson, and Rombach. I don't think we're going to have a national anthem tonight. The track meet is playing a lot of music. It's kind of a different kind of track meet. They're playing some No Doubt right now. That's my era. They've been playing a lot of my era music, and I think it's because it's Nick Hallberg, who's a 90s guy. So, a little No Doubt. Can you even hear it? I think you might be able to hear it. Now it's, of course, I think to turn it up when the song is over. Well, the Grantsburg Pirates are heading out to take the field, the hometown team. Hey, Blue. For the Pirates, it is Levi Anderson, the senior, on the rubber for the Pirates tonight. Let's get you some pitching stats for him if I can ever figure out how to use this camera. You know, I've had it for 8 years. Thank you, Mark Bergman, for that gift so many years ago. It's still kicking. All right, for Grantsburg, it's Levi Anderson. He is the second most effective pitcher with a 3.61 ERA, 3.61 ERA, 2 wins and 1 loss in his 4 starts.
We have results for the girls high jump relay.
He's walked 9 and struck out 25. He's hit a couple of guys as well. Strikes out 8.2 opponents per game. And Charlie Juza will bat the shortstop. A good ball player. I think he played catcher last year. Doesn't seem like he is doing that as much this year. And I will zoom out so that you can see the second pitch of the game, because the first pitch is already off, and we're off as well. Strike 1 to Juza. And that one misses. 1-1. Anderson up there and moving quickly. Ground ball to the left side. Ryder is there. The throw to first is in time, and there's one away.
All right, hurdle crew. Hurdles on the yellow marks. The odd lanes in the right direction.
They're having a fun track meet over there. They were saying it's the relay track meet.
Hurdles on the yellow marks.
So they're having a fun one over there. That one skips in the dirt, ball 1. This is Obadiah Wiedemann. He is the catcher. Cole Schrenkel bats next.
So spectators, this will be 3 runners. It'll start at the north end of the track to your left.
And the pitch, high and tight maybe. 2 balls, no strikes to Wiedemann.
Runner will come back the other direction, and then the last runner will run the right way.
And the pitch, that one's lifted towards center field. In is Brock Matheny, and there's 2 away. Cole Schrenkel will bat now with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning.
Number 14, Cole Schrenkel.
Levi's pitch fouled away, strike 1.
This is the third and final call for the boys 110-meter hurdle relay. Third and final call, boys 110-meter hurdle relay. Second call for the girls 4x200-meter relay.
Nothing in 1. Here it is.
4x200-meter relay.
Nope, outside and probably low as well. I think the ump signaled outside, but it looked low from this angle too. So 2 balls and a strike, says the scoreboard. I have 1-1. I think it is 1-1. Or no, that was a ball too. So the scoreboard says 3-1. I have 2-1. The pitch, that is a strike. Scoreboard still says 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we'll see what it is. Here's the 3-2. That's ripped back up the middle and into right center field. Brock is over. Schrenkel with a big turn, but he'll come back to first base, and Shell Lake has their first hit and first base runner on a 2-strike count. Schrenkel finds the grass, and there's a runner on with 1 away. Against the Luck Frederick Otters the other night, boy, Pirate pitchers got to a 2-strike count. That ball is high. Throw down to second is in time. Did he drop the ball? Did he move around it? I thought he had him dead to rights, but safe at second base, and Schrenkel a little slow to get up. Probably got some dirt in his eyes. That's kind of what that looks like to me. So a stolen base for Schrenkel. And that was a ball to Marcoux. 1 ball and no strikes as we wait for Schrenkel to get right over there. I'm not sure if that tag was just missed or what happened. The throw looked like it was on time. It did take a minute to get there, but Schrenkel maybe just swimming around the tag. Here's the 1-0. That one's high, but bailed out by Marcoux. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marcoux swinging at 1 at his armpits. He is not the only one to do that. That one's lifted high and deep to left field. Axel Hale back, and he makes the catch in deep left field, and the Shell Lake Lakers are out here in the top of the first. No runs. 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and after the first half inning of play, it is Shell Lake 0, Grantsburg coming to the plate, and you're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
Let's see if I can get the softball game. I don't see that it's on yet, interestingly. What's happening over there? I think it just didn't quite connect to the one we had set up. Here we go. I'm going to see if I can find a score here for the girls' game. Yep, it is the bottom of the first. Grantsburg already has a run across in the softball game. It is scoreless here as Grantsburg gets set for their half of the first inning. Again, it's Kyle Gleason, on the hill for Shell Lake. We didn't see Kyle pitch in the last game. Kyle is a sophomore at Shell Lake. And thank you to Coach Juza, who printed off the entire roster so we know who people are when they come in and pinch run and get subbed in during the game. I like that. Just about ready to go here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Brock Matheny followed by Archie Hale and Riker Stelsel. Brock batting .279 on the year. 11 singles and 1 double. 11 stolen bases, that's second on the team. That throw down might have been baiting Grantsburg. It was high and over the head of the intended receiver. Second down. So here we go, bottom of the first inning. It'll be Matheny, Hale, and Stelsel.
And then up 2 notches.
Here's the first pitch from Gleason, the lefty. It's ball 1. Gleason ready again and pitches. That one comes in high. Ball 2. Three-way tie for first in the West Lakeland. These two teams are two of them. Turtle Lake Clayton, the other one. That one misses inside. 3 balls and no strikes to the leadoff batter, Matheny. Would guess that he'll be taking on this 3-0. See if Kyle can come back and fire a strike here. The sophomore winds and throws, and he does find the strike zone. 3 balls and a strike now to Matheny. Out of the windup. That one is towards Pete Johnson, and he can't quite handle it. And now it went from 3-0 to 3-2, a lickety split. Gleason trying to work all the way back. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted into the air. Shallow center back, and making the catch is Juza, the shortstop Charlie. And there's one away. So good job by Gleason to kind of get out of a jam there. Get it back to 3-2 and then induce the pop-up. Archie Hale now bats. Archie started on a tear but is under the Mendoza line now, batting average. Pitch to the freshman, catches the corner, and Gleason's found success here. After going 3-0, he's pitched 4 strikes in a row. Here it is. That one's high to Archie. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the lefty delivers. That one is high, but he offered at it, says the umpire, the home plate umpire. So Archie unable to pull that bunt attempt back. That ball was clearly, I think he was saying he offered at it. I don't think that was a strike, called strike. Here's the 1-2, curveball, ground ball back to Gleason. Handles it perfectly, and the throw over is in time. And Archie Hale is out. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. That brings up Riker Stelsel, batting .325 on the year, 13 hits, 1 home run, and Luck Frederick, third on the team in RBI, also leads the team in walks with 9. Stelsel, the catcher, sophomore. So Grantsburg starts senior, freshman, sophomore, and then back to senior Matheny batting 4th, and he's on deck. A little bit inside, maybe a little bit low. See a lot of benders here from Gleason. He gets the sign and the pitch. That one is hit right at the third baseman, off his glove into left field. And Riker Stelsel will have a hit. That was a hit, no question about it. Nice hard line drive just off the tip of the glove, it looked like, of Cole Schrankel over there at third. So just like Shell Lake, the Pirates have the first two guys set down in order, but the third guy comes up with a hit. Let's see what Caden Matheny can do here. Caden batting .406, leads, there's his second on the team as he takes ball one in batting average. Adam Handy leads the team with a .471 batting average. He's worked his way into becoming the everyday third baseman, it looks like. He has started the last few games for the Pirates at third. Doing a pretty nice job over there with the leather, too. Here's the 1-0. That one's fouled away and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Riker Stelsel at first base after getting a base hit down the left field line, third base line, whatever you want to say. Modest lead for Riker to the lefty. He's going to go. That ball is in the dirt, and it's going to be an easy steal for Riker. And that also is paralleling the first inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second now for Grantsburg. Henry Quintana on deck for Grantsburg. And the pitch. Ground ball, left side, sort of up the middle, picked up by Juza, and he makes the throw to first in time. And the Pirates are out 6-3, and that is going to do it for the bottom of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base at the end of 1 full inning of play. It's scoreless here in Grantsburg.
We keep you connected.
We spark young minds.
We keep you safe on the road.
We keep you healthy.
We respond when it matters most.
We are Northwood Tech.
All right, thank you again to all of our incredible sponsors. We appreciate you very much. As we head to the top of the second, I see Zach Rombach is on the stream. Hey, Bob. Nice. What's the temp there? The temp is, on the way in, it said 57, but the wind is blowing pretty good. Let me check that for you, son. I know you don't have AccuWeather on your phone, so let me check mine. Yeah, it says 54. Is that accurate? No, it says 57. Rain starting in 1 minute, but very light, if any. Zach, of course, part of, well, maybe not of course, maybe you didn't know, but Zach, part of the River Falls baseball team that qualified for the WIAC tournament this upcoming weekend. So good luck to River Falls. They are heading to Whitewater where the tournament is held. River Falls just starting their baseball program back up last year. So pretty incredible to finish in the top 4 of a very competitive conference. Whitewater, of course, is a dominant team in D3, let alone the WIAC. But the Falcons have upset on their mind. It's a double elimination tournament, so good luck, Falcons, at least from my perspective. Maybe you've got somebody going to Eau Claire who's also in the tournament. Levi Anderson, in his second inning of work, gives it first pitch strike lifted deep to left field. He hit a home run. Adam Fritz puts it out of the park. That is only the second guy I have ever seen hit a home run in this ballpark. And Grantsburg has given up a whole bunch of home runs this year. Poor Axel Hale keeps running into the fence in left field. Same thing happened there. That was a blast. Pulled it pretty far. I mean, it's 300 down the line, 310 down the line, so not super deep to straightaway left, but left center is I can't see it, 350. So I would say that probably went 320 feet. The only other person I have seen do that is last year, Isaiah Fugate. He almost did it twice. The first one was so deep it hit the fence of the girls' softball field. And then 2 balls and no strikes here to David Marcoux. What a lift that was. Adam Fritz, absolute bomb. And now that ball clipping Riker Stelsel. He's hurt. And the problem, obviously we want him to be okay. There is really no backup catcher for the Pirates. I think Henry Quintana would be it. Henry is the designated hitter for Axel Hale, so I don't know how that would even work. Riker, yeah, catchers are a different breed, man. They have to put up with a lot of that kind of stuff. Bad hops, foul balls. But he is up and at him, and it's 2 balls and a strike to David Marcoux, the left fielder. Shell Lake leads 1-0 on that solo home run. Ball 3. Grantsburg has every pitcher except Caleb Rombach available tonight. Caleb pitched 100-some pitches 2 nights ago. As that strike 2 on a foul ball against Webster. A nice win for the Pirates. He went the complete game. Pirates gave up a home run in that one. Caleb gave it up a blast over left center field, but unfortunately for the Webster kid, here's the 3-2 fouled away. He didn't step on home plate, and it was fairly clear to everybody he didn't. And so he still hit the home run, but he is out at home, and that pitch was not close, so it's ball 4. So a homer and a walk to start the second inning, and Shell Lake in business. Levi will now pitch against his counterpart, Kyle Gleason, the pitcher for Shell Lake. Good lead, and the throw over to first is a little wide. Good job by the 6'7" Caden Matheny to go grab that one. And the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Levi up to 24 pitches. This will be pitch number 25 through an inning plus. So kind of getting up there early. He'd like to get ground ball here. The runner goes. The pitch is a strike swinging. That ball is late getting down there, and it's a stolen base by Marcoux. I even asked them. It's Marcoux. Yeah. So I think they were saying that was a foul tip, but it went into the glove, so it's still a live ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's grounded to the left side, but it's foul. Karsten Stevenson, the right fielder, awaits on deck, and he will be the fourth batter to come to the plate. Adam Fritz, first pitch swinging of the inning, parks one. And the pitch, that one misses. Levi had it come off wrong. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There, he found it. And that is his first strikeout of the game. Gleason goes down looking, and Karsten Stevenson comes up with 1 away and a runner on second base. Back to second, and it's into center field, but Brock is there. Sorry. I never try to even get it because I know I won't. Ball was high and into center. That time Brock was able to come up with it. The Lone Webster run since the, let me get to this. Fly ball shallow right. Archie Hale is under it. There will be no tag. And there's 2 away as Archie makes the play. Since the home run didn't count as a run, since he missed home plate, later on, a couple innings later, there was a runner on second for Webster. Caleb threw to second, went into center field. The runner wasn't going to go. It was just like that, but it hopped, took a nasty hop in the outfield, bounced over Brock's glove, and the kid ended up scoring from second base. Runner goes. The ball is in the dirt, so a perfect pitch to run on. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away here. The pitch. Strike 2. The umpire not demonstrative with his call. At least I can't hear it, so sometimes I have to check the scoreboard here. Here's the 1-2. Good job by Riker to scoot over. Great use of his body just to block that one and keep the runner at third. Here's the 2-2 from Anderson. Strike 3 at the letters. So a leadoff home run is the lone tally of the night here in the game. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 left on base at the end of 1.5. It's Shell Lake 1, Grantsburg 0. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg.
At Burnett Medical Center, we celebrate all walks of life. From our very first steps to our sprinting strides, from on-the-job site to afterlife retirement. At BMC, we embrace every pair of feet that walks through our doors. Our comprehensive care knows no bounds. It's for the newborns, the professionals, the adventurers, and those who've traveled many miles. We're here to support you. Your journey is unique, and so is our approach to your well-being. Step into BMC, where comprehensive healthcare meets compassion. Burnett Medical Center, providing healthcare for all walks of life.
Well, would you look at this? Zach informing everybody, River Falls won today, 13-4 over Whitewater. Whitewater was undefeated in the WIAC and was the number 1 seed. So River Falls pulling the big upset and in convincing fashion. Congratulations to the Falcons. Congratulations, Zach, on that big historic win. Wow, that's incredible. You also saw Brandon Rangel hit one out my senior year. Did I? I think that's repressed memory. All right, for the Pirates, it's Henry Quintana, Adam Handy, and Levi Anderson. It's the 5, 6, 7 guys in the order. Henry Quintana, the senior. Wind is blowing in from right field, so it's coming, as you would expect, from the west. We head to the bottom of the second. Shell Lake up 1-0.
First call, girls, distance medley.
Well, Zach, I can tell you one guy never saw hit one out here. Hit a lot of homers, not one at this field, JV field. Ball one. I'm just in awe. The Falcons won. They beat Whitewater today. Wow. 1-0 to Henry. That one misses high as well, I think. Myron doesn't know either. They did call it a strike. Golly, that was a high strike. Sorry, I'll get the scoreboard fixed here in a second. 1 ball, 1 strike to Quintana. He pops one this way. I think it's going to land foul, and it does. Good chase by Stevenson. Couldn't quite get there, so that's Strike number 2 for Quintana. One ball, two strikes to Henry Quintana, the leadoff batter here in the second. Almost. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The Ninja Turtles you see on the track are from the Webster kind.
And the 2-2. Hit, line drive, right field, and that is a base hit for Quintana. He is at the base, and it's a 2-strike hit for the Pirates. Leadoff batter is on for Grantsburg. Solid single. Quintana batting .333. That's third on the team. Now Adam Handy batting .471 and leading everybody here in this season. Quintana, a good lead off of first base, and it gets away. Henry is still not aware of it, and it comes this way. Picked up by Marco, and Henry will stay at second base. Henry a little late to get up on that. I like to see people with a little hop when that happens, and not saying he could have gotten any farther, but Grantsburg will be happy with the runner at second with nobody out. Infield is going to come in. Adam Handy, not the infield, the corners are going to come in. Expecting Grantsburg to play a little small ball here. Looking for a bunt from Handy. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Here's the pitch. That's a strike, though. Adam takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Wind picking up, heading in the same direction. That one's lifted this way again, and that's going to end up foul as well. It almost hit my microphone. You could hear it pretty good. Pretty well. Proper English. Little field mic attached to the fence over there. So that's a foul ball and strike 2 for Handy. Nothing in 2 to the senior. Grantsburg trying to tie it back up here in the bottom of the second. The pitch, that misses high. Good pitch, though. Smart pitch. See if you can get him chasing something at the shoulders. Handy lays off, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moving the right fielder, Stevenson, close to the line here. And the pitch in the dirt. And it pops away, and Henry will go to third. No throw down. And the Pirates have a runner at third with nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Handy. Gleason sets, now delivers, and he strikes him out, swinging, and there's one away. That'll bring up Levi Anderson with a chance to score. Henry Quintana from third base, taking a look down at the signs, and away we go. Tying run 90 feet away for Grantsburg here in the bottom of the second inning. That one, a curveball, and it comes down enough, and it's a called strike at the letters. Quintana with a big lead at third with the lefty, and the pitch, and he fouls off the bunt. He gets that down. Grantsburg has a run instead. It's 0-2 to Levi. I don't think it was actually a squeeze because Henry wasn't going. He did take a massive secondary lead, though, so kind of safety squeeze maybe. Here's the 0-2. And that is lifted into left field, and it's over the head of the center fielder. He's chasing it down, so is the left fielder. Anderson trots into second base with an easy stand-up double, and that obviously scores Henry Quintana from third, and the Pirates have tied the game up. I guess it is a retie. It was 0-0, wasn't it? So a big blast there. The outfield was really shallow. They had him played the pole pretty good with the wind like that, but it was over the head of Marco and Marco, the brothers out there. And David ended up getting it after it got to the fence. Here's the pitch. Oh, outside. This is Ryder Anderson. And we're going to have a timeout called. So the Pirates, as a team, let's see, they are batting .277, but they've got some guys way over, and they've got some guys way under. And it's just averaging out to .277. You know, you don't average averages. Don't do that, but they got, what do they have? 2 guys over 400, 1 guy over 300, but I think they've got about 4 starters under 200. Here's the pitch, fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caleb Brombach will bat next. If the inning doesn't end, there's 1 out, runner on second base. Caleb's one of them that's been scuffling. Ryder's been scuffling, both of them under 200. Well, actually, I think Caleb might have gone over 200. Yeah, Caleb's batting .207 now, but having a hard time finding the ball. That's a good breaking ball, and Ryder goes to 1 and 2. The 1-2 ground ball foul. And we'll do it again. That ball is going to have to get picked up. Coach Vilstrup's going to come and get it. First base coach. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. The tying run has come across for Grantsburg here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Levi with a good lead off a second. They're actually holding him on there. This one's lifted into right center field. There's nobody there. Everybody had him played to pull. Levi around third. He's heading for home, and he will make it. An RBI single for Ryder Anderson. Drives in his brother Levi. And it's 2-1 Grantsburg. Good 2-strike hitting by Ryder Anderson, putting that one in right center field. There's a huge area, and here comes Caleb Brombach trying to replicate that. Ryder, decent lead off of first. The pitch inside, ball 1. Caleb stole home on a crazy play against Webster. It was a line drive. He was on third base. It was a line drive to the second baseman. Amazing catch by Webster's second baseman, but he kind of, I'll tell you in a second. Here's the pitch from the lefty. That's a strike. Caleb noticed the kid. He dove, and then he kind of just walked after his hat with the ball in his glove with his back to Caleb at third. Webster didn't notice until he was halfway home. The runner goes, and the foul, the swing and the foul for Caleb. So they'll do it again. Anderson will have to come back to first, and it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Rombach. So if Caleb can get on base, he's a heck of a base runner, but that's been an issue for him. See if he can get something here with 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rombach. Runner on first is Anderson. The pitch, that is a ball outside. Caleb looked like he had a nervous look, peeked over his shoulder at the umpire on that one. That was pretty close. Grantsburg doesn't have any lefties, so Ryder goes. There's the pitch. It's fouled away and doesn't get into the field where there's a tractor right now. Looks like I'm not sure what he is. Rombach fends one off. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryder's gone a couple times and had to come back due to foul balls. Here's the 2-2. Fouled again. This one might hit the tractor. Ooh, very close, but it's behind the tractor. Caleb with a good at-bat here. Second time he's fouled off a 2-strike pitch. So they say a quality at bat is 6 pitches, and that's where he's at now. So, but he'd like to win this one with 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on first. He goes again. That one's outside, and Ryder is into second base with a stolen base. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes, an opportunity now for an RBI if Caleb can put it in the outfield. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a foul. Good at bat for Caleb. Nice to see him fouling pitches off. Earlier in the season, he was swinging and missing a lot. But he's been bunting quite a bit, trying to get the timing down, trying to bunt for hits. So maybe that's helped. He learned that trick from his big brother. They'll do it again. Popped up, foul, and out of play. This is going to continue to be a battle between Gleason and Rombach. Gleason now up to 43 pitches here in the bottom of the second inning, so that's good. A good job to get him kind of deep into his pitch count. I believe it was Juza who pitched against Luck Frederick. I don't know if he's eligible to play tonight, or pitch tonight, I mean. So we'll just have to wait and see. Another payoff pitch. And here it is. High, ball 4, and Caleb works himself a walk. Excellent at bat, excellent plate appearance, I guess, is technically what it is. And there's runners at first and second with nobody out. Caleb saw, I think, 8 pitches in that at bat. So runners on first and second, 1 away. And Brock Matheny will bat. He's the leadoff batter. He popped out to the shortstop on a 3-2 pitch in the first inning. Here's the pitch. That one is outside, ball 1. Grantsburg with 2 runs here in the bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Brock, the 6th player to bat. And he grounds it foul down the the third base line. Evens the count at 1-1. Again, just a full parking lot here. Baseball, softball, and track and field on campus tonight. Here's the 1-1 inside. Look at this big lead by Rombach here, not being held on with a runner in front of him. He is way out there. He always gets the biggest lead on the team anyway. But that's a pretty massive lead, especially with a lefty. Swing and a miss. Brock kind of danced through that one. Big swing, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He kind of jumped towards it. Sorry, 2-2. He kind of jumped forward at that one. A lot of breaking balls from Gleason. Here it comes. That one is low and away, but offered at by Brock Matheny. He'd like to have that one back. There's 2 away. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Gleason. And that brings up Archie Hale. Archie grounded back to the pitcher. He had 2 strikes on him. It was a 1-2 count for Archie in the first. Grantsburg would sure love to get another base hit here. Right center field is wide open. Here's the pitch. Oh, big cut, but comes up empty. Strike 1. Big bender. Second time through the order. Runners go. That's a strike. Throw down to third, and he is safe at third, but he's got a slide in there. Yeah, you hear it. That's crazy. He didn't slide at third base, so you got to slide. That was a pretty close play. But the Pirates do have runners at second and third. Now a base hit will almost certainly score 2. 1 ball and 1 strike to the hitter, Archie Hale. And the pitch. That one is a ball. Archie did square. Looked like he wanted to maybe bunt that pitch. Not a suicide by any means. He is fast, so a good bunt. He could be safe. Here's the pitch. And that's a high chopper off the glove of the second baseman. Caleb's going to try to score. He stops, and he's going to be in a rundown. And Caleb racing, and he is out at home. He thought he got under it, but Caleb aggressive and out at home plate. But another Pirate does come across to score. That was Ryder Anderson. That was on an error. It's going to be an E4, but it's going to be, 4-2-5-4, I think, on the out at home. Caleb getting aggressive, trying to score from second on that error. I don't mind that, honestly. As a coach, I don't think he'd mind that so much, just trying to be aggressive. Got caught. That happens sometimes. But putting the pressure on the defense, making a hustle play, just caught him. Good play by Shell Lake to keep their nerves. And it was Skylar Schaefer who had to keep his head about him. He had the initial error, but then he threw a good throw home. And that stopped Caleb about 2/3 of the way. He went back, was able to go back towards home, and it was the ball got there in time. I think he might say he got around the tag, but he is called out. And so he'll go back out to shortstop and play. But the Pirates get 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And we'll say thank you to the Air Force. All right, well, I am a dingus. We'll get back to the Air Force in just a second. The top of the 3rd inning, it's Charlie Juza. Two balls and no strikes to him. Ground ball, left side. Adam Handy, high hop, and a great gun over to first base, and there's one away. So my apologies for the commercial mishap, but we're all right. So it's going to be a 5-3 scoring play. Obadiah Wiedemann, who flew out to center field in the 1st inning. He will bat. That is a ball outside and low. Anderson outside again. 2-0. It was a 2-0 pitch that Wiedemann put into center field. So sees it again. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's a strike. He lets that one go for strike 1. Adam Fritz led off the top of the 2nd. Didn't even let one pitch go by and put it over the fence. That is Shell Lake's run, and now it's evened up 2 balls and 2 strikes as Wiedemann fouls one away. That one's popped up, foul, and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Oh, good pitch and a nice job by Wiedemann to kind of stay alive on that one. That was a nice breaking ball down. And there's we need foul balls to come back in. Tiffany Stelsel had one. She got it in quick. I see you're kind of directing traffic in the cornfield over there, trying to get foul balls back in. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out looking. Second strikeout. Actually, that's the 3rd strikeout. All 3 of them have been looking for the Lakers. A good hitting team, but they've let Levi get him by him for strike 3 times. So now Cole Schrenkel, who singled with 2 away, this time he pops one foul and out of play. Similar situation in the 1st inning. 2 outs with Schrenkel batting, and that one again out of play. So umpire restocking the pouch with baseballs. I think we're ready to go. Levi sets and delivers. Curveball, ground ball, shortstop. Caleb up with it. The throw to first is in time. And a 1-2-3 inning. Nice strong throw from Caleb. Just beats Cole Schrenkel by half a step. So no runs, no hits, nobody left on for the Shell Lake Lakers at the end of 2 innings of play. It's Grantsburg 3, Shell Lake 1. And welcome back to Grantsburg. The Grantsburg coaches outside the dugout discussing something, perhaps why it's always windy here at Pepper Field in Grantsburg. It's turning into a nice evening. Nothing like the other night when it was like 40 degrees and felt like 30 by the end of the game. That was both the Luck Frederick and Webster games were just cold, man. Just cold. Pirates lead here 3-1. They lead at the softball field as well, 5-0 over the Lakers there. Grantsburg trying for the sweep here tonight. The softball team doing great. They are undefeated, and it's impressive. They're undefeated in the conference, but they scheduled a lot of competition, high-level competition. They just played a good private school from the cities. The only loss that team had was to Apple Valley. So a really good team came up here, and Grantsburg dispatched them pretty handily. Sounds like Piper Olson had a really good game from as the pitcher. So we like it's good. Troy Olson, the head coach this year, scheduling some tough competition to try to get them ready for the postseason. And away we go. It is Gleason back out there. The Pirates scoring 3 runs last inning. And this will be Riker Stelsel batting, and he takes strike 1. Last inning for Grantsburg came to an end. Caleb Brombach got caught in a rundown between third and home, got tagged out trying to get home. But Grantsburg did score 1 run on that play. I'll have to tell him about when that same almost exact thing happened to me, but I did score back in my senior year. Somebody remind me to tell him about that. That's a strike, I think. Yeah. Mishandled by the catcher, but it's a strike nonetheless, and Riker's down 0-2. Riker singled in the first inning and was stranded at second after a stolen base. Gleason, the lefty. The 0-2 misses. Yep. I thought I saw some conversation there with Riker and the umpire, but nope. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gleason's pitch, kind of nubbed foul off the end of the bat, pulled it over to the batting cage in the JV field, stays 1-2. For the first time all season, and for it seems like forever, I saw an umpire not grant a hit by pitch to a batter because he kind of just leaned into it. I always thought that was the rule. Here's the pitch, right back up the middle, line drive into center field. Ooh, risky there, but caught, or not caught, but fielded after a couple of hops. That was that was Alex Marcoux out there. So a 2-strike single for Riker Stelsel, and the Pirates have a base runner here in the third inning. Riker stays. Swing and a miss by Caden Matheny. Matheny grounded out to short to end the first inning. The sophomore Gleason now, this will be his 60th pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is not in the dirt. The throw down to second is not in time. Gets by, but backing it up is Juza. Riker Stelsel safe at second base with a stolen base. And they're going to kick dirt. Umpire's going to clean that off a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch was called a ball. The game in Shell Lake, Grantsburg had a decent lead and then had 1 bad inning, and Shell Lake was able to get back close. That curveball misses outside. I think yep. 2 balls and a strike. They're kind of just holding him on like a traditional first baseman at second base. That ball is outside, ball 3. Second baseman Schaefer I'll try to just do it real quick. You can kind of see here, kind of just holding him on. Here's a pitch. Grounder, nubbed, foul for Matheny. And we'll do it again, full count. Oh, sorry, that was strike 2. Now a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on second base. Base hit probably scores Riker. There's the pitch, and that is lined right at the third baseman. Back to second, back in time. Wow, that was a shot, but Cole Schrenkel there to make the play. That was one of the hardest hits of the season, probably, but it was right at him, and there's one away. That was a reflex catch. It was a life preservation catch for Cole over there at third base. Riker stays at second, got back in time. Here's the pitch. Fouled away by Quintana, strike 1. Quintana led the inning off with a base hit in the second inning. Got to second on an error and then came around to score on Levi Anderson's double. Gleason's pitch, curveball in there, slow bender. And it's 0-2 to Quintana. Probably say he got away with one there. It came across pretty high. You don't want to keep those curveballs or any breaking balls high. That one's fouled away. That one was high enough. You don't want to float one at the belt. Those can be hit pretty easily. So that time he missed high. Probably would have been a strike, though, had he let it go. Still 0-2 here to Henry. And he swings and misses. Going to throw to first and get the out there, but Riker with good attention to detail. The ball in the dirt. He's able to pick up third base on the strikeout. So there's 2 outs and a runner at third. I guess that's a fielder's choice moving him. Adam Handy swinging a miss. Ball gets away from Wiedemann up the first base line, but not enough to score Riker from third. Grantsburg would love to add another one here in the bottom of the third inning. This is pitch number 70 for Gleason. That one is blown away. Good job by Wiedemann to corral that one. Otherwise, that would be that run Grantsburg was looking for. A fairly deep backstop, but a ball that goes straight back. There are some 2x12s, 3 high right, and they hit those a lot and bounce back nicely for catchers. So you have a lot more plays at the plate than you would think with the depth of the backstop. Here's the pitch inside. 2-1. Levi Anderson on deck. Adams struck out swinging in the second inning. 2 balls and a strike to him. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. Bender in there. That was a good kind of back door from the lefty on the outside corner, it looked like to me. 2-2. Adam also leads the team with 8 hit by pitches. 8! That's insane. Here's the 2-2. That one's in the dirt. Riker, ooh, he's in some trouble. He's going to get in a rundown. The throw home, and he is out. For the third out of the inning, Riker gets caught. He's great play by Wiedemann to keep that in front of him, and that is going to do it. So Riker out at home, 2-5-2 putout. And for the second inning in a row, the Pirates have their third out at home. And you're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
All right, welcome back. As we head to the top of the fourth inning, some crazy base running for the Pirates. The end of the second and the end of the third innings both happen at home plate on rundowns. That time, Riker thinking the ball might get by, just trying to get aggressive. A great big secondary lead and just got a little too far off the base. Good heads-up play by Wiedemann to stop it, pick it up, and get the ball down to third, and getting Riker in a rundown. Another aggressive base running play, and you take the good with the bad with that. And so far, it's been a couple bad ones for Grantsburg, but you like the aggressive base running. I do anyway. Score remains 3-1 here. Grantsburg did get 3 runs in the bottom of the second inning. Adam Handy was at the plate. That's crazy. Grantsburg basically went in order. Stelsel, Matheny, Quintana, even though Handy was batting. I haven't seen that in the scorebook too often, I don't think. So Alex Marco is up. Marco. And Levi Anderson back out there. He's pitched 46 pitches through 3 innings. Pretty decent clip. That one is a strike at the knees. That's one thing the other night against Webster. Ronald Hatch was pitching, and he was pitching really well, but his pitch count got up there so fast. And he ended up coming out of the game really early. And then Grantsburg was able to kind of get to the next guy a little bit. Ended up winning 7-1. Anderson up quickly here to Marco, and that's a grounder to the third base, and it goes through his legs. And they've got to hurry and get this ball back in. Caleb chases it down in left field, but an error, and it's a base runner, Alex Marco, E5. So now Adam Fritz, who put one out of the park last time up, he bats. Levi sets and delivers. That one's outside. 1-0. Runner goes. Ball, no, he doesn't. The throw back to first, and he is safe at first. Good back pick attempt because it looked like he was going, but he does retreat back. 2 balls and no strikes, though, to Fritz. Runner goes this time. The throw down to second is in time, and he is out. Stelsel to Anderson with the tag. Riker Anderson gloves it and slaps it down, and the runner is erased. Ball was a strike as well. So everything positive for the Pirates on that last sequence. 2 balls and a strike here to Fritz. They were close on the last one as well, but that time in plenty of time. Anderson sets and delivers. That one's in the dirt. 3-1. I know he doesn't want to have a repeat of the first time for Fritz. Kind of pitching away. That one bounces in the grass before the dirt before the plate. So not taking any chances with Adam Fritz. And he'll go to first on a walk. That brings up David Marcoux, the left fielder. He walked, stole second, and was left on third in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Throw back down to first, and he might have had him. Ball was dropped. Another good back pick. 1 ball, no strikes. Big lead by Fritz at first. That one is a high cheese, little savory, succulent strike. Marcoux just couldn't lay off of that one. We've seen Shell Lake swing at a couple of those high and out of the zone. Back to first. Back in plenty of time is Fritz. The pitch, another high fastball. Levi's got that spot staked out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to David Marcoux. Kyle Gleason on deck. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good job by Levi Anderson. And there's 2 away. Kyle Gleason is up. He struck out looking in the second inning. That's the 4th strikeout for Levi. The pitch. Another throw down to first. Safe. Pitch was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. I like Fritz's lead. A nice lead. That one is a strike, I think. Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike. Karsten Stevenson up next if the inning should continue. Modest lead that time. That one buzzes the tower. 2-1 to Gleason. Swing and a miss. Good pitch for Levi, and it's count is even at 2-2. This will be Levi's 63rd pitch. And he gets him on pitch number 63. Another strikeout for Levi. That is 5 through 4. And that is 63 pitches. His counterpart for Shell Lake has 73 through 3. And you're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg. All right, glad to have you here as we get set for the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 5-0 over in the softball game, I think. Although this doesn't feel like it's changed in a long time. All right. And a new pitcher in for Shell Lake. New pitcher is Cole Schrenkel. Is it though? Yeah, it is. Cole Schrenkel is on the mound now. Let's see where Gleason went to first. So Schrenkel went from third to first. So let's see. Adam Fritz went to third base, and there you go. So Cole Schrenkel will pitch now, and this is Adam Handy, and he gets hit by another pitch, his 9th hit by pitch on the season. That's insane. I thought Caden got hit by pitches a lot. Adam, he's not like a super big guy. I don't feel like he's on top of the plate, so I don't know. Crazy. He's at first base now. Schrenkel has to deal with him at first now. The pitch. That's a strike. He finds a strike zone on the second pitch, though. Handy on first. Modest lead. Gleason holding him on. That pitch is fouled away. Strike 2. So this is Levi Anderson. He doubled and scored Quintana. An RBI doubled, and he came in later to score on that error. Here's the pitch. That misses really high. I'm trying to think. That wasn't on the error. Ryder scored on the error. Levi scored on Ryder's hit. One ball, 2 strikes. Handy goes. That's strike 3, and the throw down is not in time. It is corralled by the backup, shortstop. So Handy ends up on second, but a strikeout for Schrenkel, and there's one out. So Levi out on strikes. Ryder now singled and scored a run in the second, also stole base in that inning. And this one's a grounder back up the middle. The throw to first is on time and on target. Runner advances to third. And there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Caleb Rombach, who walked in the second inning. He ended up getting out at home to end the second inning. That's a curveball outside. Ball 1. Runner at third is Adam Handy. Led it off by getting hit with the first pitch. Schrenkel settled down, got the next 2 guys out, now trying to get Rombach here. Number 9 in the order outside, ball 2. 2-0 for Caleb Rombach. Top of the order, Brock Matheny on deck. Schrenkel sets. Long look over at third. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 here to Rombach, almost certainly taking on 3-0.
This next race is just like the last one you watched. First runner will
3 balls, no strikes. Schrenkel sets and delivers. Strike at the outside corner. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Can Schrenkel come all the way back here? Here's the 3-1 to Rombach. Fouled away. Caleb saw, I think, 8 pitches in his first at-bat. This will be pitch number 6 for him in this at-bat. Full count, 2 outs. He's trying to get that runner across from third, Adam Handy. With a modest lead at third base being held on. Here's the 3-2. Ball 4, and he knew it right away. So Rombach with his second base on balls of the night. Runners at first and third. We'll see what Coach Pete Johnson has for the Pirates. Caleb, a really good base runner. See if they steal right away or what they do. 2 outs, runners on first and third. Caleb with a big lead. We used to call this the dummy play, trying to get a Throw back over to first. Schrenkels is going to step off. Trying to sneak a run in here. Rombach with that's kind of a normal lead for him. Now he's going to take off, and they're going to throw to third as Caleb will get into second easily. I think Shell Lake has seen enough Grantsburg baseball to know the Pirates' plays. And I think that's a defensive indifference for Caleb, not a stolen base. Not sure how Pete marks those, but runners on second and third now. That one is grounded. Shortstop over to first. It's too high, and he is out at first with the tag. Coach Vilstrup wants him to appeal to home. If he's calling it out on the tag, I don't think he got the tag. And they're still kind of arguing it, and I don't think they're going to win this one. And both Pete and Brian come off the field unhappily. Same with Brock. He thought he beat it. It looked like he missed the tag from this vantage point, but the umpire in the grass, I don't know, you maybe just want to appeal that one to home, and home plate's probably going to back you up on that if he couldn't see it cleanly. But regardless, it is out number 3, and Grantsburg rattles the Sabres, but does not get a run across here in the 4th inning. We head to the top of the 5th. Grantsburg leads 3-1. Let's say thank you to Northwood Tech.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a 4-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
Welcome back to Grantsburg. Pirates have a 3-1 lead over rival Shell Lake. Both teams with 1 loss in the conference. So a big one here. Pirates won the first matchup in Shell Lake. That's a strike from Levi Anderson. Karsten Stevenson, Skylar Schaefer, and then the top of the order, Charlie Juza. Ball low and away. 1-1. Curveball lifted into right field, and it's going to land. Archie does a good job kind of corralling that one, getting it back in. Solid hit there for the number 8 batter, Stevenson, and there's one on with nobody out. Leadoff guy on.
Number 2, Skylar Schaefer.
Just kind of flung that one right into right field. The wind has died down a lot. Here's the pitch, moving quickly. I believe that's a strike. Strike 1. On Schaefer. Schaefer struck out looking in the second inning. Another curveball. That's strike 2. Whoops.
Third and final call for the girls 4x100-meter relay.
Hear the dugout say, "Don't strike out looking." That's not what they're. There's a foul ball adding to Levi's pitch total. That was pitch number 68. No balls and 2 strikes here. The pitch in the dirt. Riker stops it. Oh, late break down to first, and it gets by Caden. But the runner's going to stay at first. No, a late break. There's a big opportunity here, and he misses it at shortstop. Kind of an in-between hop, but the Pirates or the Lakers kind of get a Carnival-esque runner to second base. Late break by Stevenson. And the throw down to first was off target, and Caden couldn't stop it. The throw in from right was kind of a short hop, tough to handle for Caleb. There's a fly ball, center field, kind of shallow. Brock is in, and they're going to have a play on second, and that time it is a double play. Good throw back in, Ryder there, and just base running error probably for Shell Lake, F8, and then an 8 4 put out, and there's 2 away.
And the relay results for that boys triple
Let's see. Here we go. Scoreboard is now correct.
third place Turtle Lake Clayton.
So missed opportunity there. Some wonky base running for Shell Lake cost some, and Charlie Juza will bat. He's 0 for 2. Couple ground ball outs. That one stays fair. And Caden will glove it and step on first. 3 unassisted. And an eventful, exciting 1, 2, 3, I guess. Minimum number of batters bat. More importantly for Grantsburg, Levi able to keep his pitch count really low in that one. Just 72 pitches now. Grantsburg needs 6 more outs to win this one. And he's got 28 pitches to work with. So that's big. As like I said earlier, Grantsburg has every pitcher available except for Caleb, who went the complete game over 100 pitches against Webster on Tuesday. So he's the only one not able to come into the game for Grantsburg. Shell Lake scored a couple of runs in the top of the 6th against Grantsburg. It's 5-2, a good game. And there's 2 outs, and there's a base hit by Shell Lake going into second base, safe at second. Wow, Shell Lake giving it Grantsburg everything they can handle over on the softball field. Cole Schrenkel back out there for his second inning of work. Kind of an extended between innings here, it seems like. Now they get the balls in, ready to throw it down. Tell you what, Obadiah Wiedemann has had a nice game behind the plate for Shell Lake. There have been 2 outs at home that he has been instrumental in, obviously at home, but not just catching and tagging, but had to make a throw in each of them. And just very solid. And one of them, Riker, the one with Riker, he made a nice block. Most catchers let that get by, and he was able to block it, and that led to an out. This is a little flared on the first baseline. Nice catch by Gleason. Good hop, and Archie Hale is down on a pitch. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's Hale, Stelsel, Matheny, Archie Riker, and Caden Matheny for the Pirates. Archie down. A little pop-up. Schrenkel out of the windup, and here he comes. The pitch in the dirt. Stelsel with 2 singles today. Riker helping his batting average. He's batting .325 already. But now he's 15 for 42. Somebody can do the math for me. Here's the pitch. That one's lifted high in the air towards right field. Right fielder there, and making the catch, that's Stevenson. And there's 2 outs. Quick inning right now for Schrenkel. 3 pitches and 2 outs for Cole. Caden Matheny 0 for 2, grounded out to short and lined out to the third baseman on a rope. There's a strike, good pitch. Yeah, that was a rope to Cole Schrenkel when he was playing third. Now it's Fritz playing third for Shell Lake. That one's inside. Ball 1. Henry Quintana on deck. All of Grantsburg's runs came, actually all the runs in the game came in the second inning. That's a swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one. It's 1-2. Shell Lake started the second inning, 1 pitch, 1 over the fence. And then the Pirates in the bottom half of the inning scored 3. And that's where we're at. That one is kind of softly hit towards short, and it is gloved easily by the shortstop, Charlie Juza. And Grantsburg goes quietly here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base at the end of 5 full. It's Grantsburg 3, Shell Lake 1. And you're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg.
I'm Dr. John Campa. I'm a board-certified orthopedic surgeon practicing general orthopedics here at Burnett Medical Center, and I've been practicing for 9 years. We do a lot of surgeries of the hand, such as carpal tunnel surgery, trigger finger releases, mass excisions. We treat a lot of fractures, both operative and non-operative, hip and knee replacement as well. Patients want quality care and they want it close to home. Fortunately, we can provide that right here at Burnett Medical Center.
Three to 1 Grantsburg here as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Levi Anderson has pitched really well. Grantsburg hasn't had to get anybody up in the bullpen. He's still out there for the Pirates. Grantsburg has quite a few options after Levi. Caden Matheny could go. His twin brother, Levi's twin brother, Ryder, could go. Adam Handy would be my guess to go in the if and when Levi runs out of pitches. He's at 72 here in the top of the 6th. Grantsburg needs 6 outs and 28 pitches or so. You can always finish the batter you're on once you cross that 100 pitch marker. So here we go, top of the 6th inning. Wiedemann, Schrenkel, and Marcoux. That one misses high. Ball 1. Wiedemann 0 for 2, flew out to center field in the 1st inning, struck out looking in the 3rd. That one's popped up high in the air. Looks like it's playable for Riker. He's going toward the dugout, and it does drift over the dugout, out of play. And it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That's a strike. Levi dialed in. Some good pitching. He's got 5 strikeouts through 5 innings. That's a foul ball out of play. Levi averages about 8 strikeouts per game, so he's kind of right on that pace. That one's a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've seen Shell Lake players go for that pitch. Good job by Wiedemann to lay off. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a massive slider. And Wiedemann is out. There's 1 away. That was a great breaking ball from Levi. And now Cole Schrenkel will bat. See, the outfielder is moving back, respecting Schrenkel's power. Cole is 1 for 2, singled in the 1st inning and was out to the shortstop in the 3rd. Takes ball 1. Levi sets and delivers. That is a strike on the corner. That one's lifted to center field and pretty deep, sort of towards right, but Brock playing deep to begin with, able to move to his left and make the out. And there's 2 away. Schrenkel retired on a fly ball. And that will bring up Alex Marcoux, the cleanup batter in the lineup. He is 0 for 2. Flew out to left field deep in the 1st and then reached on an error in the 4th and was caught stealing. Takes ball 1.
4x100 meter relay. Third and final call. Boys 4x100 meter relay. Second call for the girls.
And there's ball 2.
4x100. And the first call for the boys rowers. 4x100.
And ball 3. Well, you certainly don't want to put Adam Fritz at the plate with a home run that could tie the game up. Here's the 3-0. And that's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk after getting 2 guys out. And now Adam Fritz, who homered in the second and walked in the fourth, will bat. So we'll see what Levi and the Pirates do here. 85 pitches in now for Anderson. Huge lead from Marcoa at first. I bet they'll go over there to start this. He's got a nice big lead. They do, and it fires high and wide. You know, if that's put on the base, maybe it's close. But I like that kind of lead. A step and a dive. There's the pitch. And that is a ball low. 5 balls in a row for Levi. And the pitch. Curveball in there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fritz. See if Levi keeps challenging here. That one is a strike. Well, breaking ball. See if he comes with a fastball here. Big lead. Runner goes. Curveball. That should be a strike. No play at second. That was a huge jump, and the ball skips over. Maybe a chance at third? No. And Caleb's got to come up with that ball. Or Ryder. I don't know who was at second on that one, but they've got to come up with that ball. So a good heads-up base running. The pitch was a strike, so runner at third, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Adam Fritz. And a grounder down the third base line, and it is foul. And then in that case, had it been fair, maybe the play would have been to home because he got down the line quick. Shell Lake was some good baseball players, especially here in the middle of the order. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! A huge strikeout for Levi Anderson and the Grantsburg Pirates. They leave a runner on third. That was the 90th pitch for Levi Anderson. I'm almost certain they'll let him come out for the 7th inning and go as far as he can. And then take their chances. Grantsburg's got some good pitching behind Levi as well. But 3-1 here as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. News from across the campus here. Stacy just texted 5-2. Grantsburg leads in the bottom of the 6th inning. Piper and Ruby have both gone yard for the Pirates. I kind of have it up here. Yeah, it's still 5-2 in the top of the 7th. Nobody out. Piper's on the hill. There is no hill, but you know what I mean. Let's kind of watch that. Two and 0. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out in the top of the 7th. I'm calling the softball game now as you watch Shell Lake and Cole Schrenkel get warmed up. 5-2, Pirates in the top of the 7th. There is ball 3 from Piper. Gets by Ruby, but nobody on as the 7th inning just started. 3 balls and no strikes, the leadoff batter in the softball game. You can catch that one if you want. You can go over there for a minute, come right back here as we've got an exciting one as well. A 2-run lead for Grantsburg. They'd sure love to put another one across here as Henry Quintana, Adam Handy, and Levi Anderson will come to the plate, and Caden Matheny will get up and start warming up for the Pirates. He'll be ready to go if and when Levi comes out. There's ball 1 to Quintana. Henry singled and scored in the 2nd inning, and he struck out in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. At the end of the game, don't forget we will have our Tom Rombach Player of the Game. Regardless of who wins, we always give that to a Grantsburg player. Dad was big-time Pirates supporter. He passed away last fall, so just kind of honor him. We are naming the Grantsburg Player of the Game, Tom Rombach Player of the Game. Not necessarily the guy who puts up the most stats, but the guy who plays the game the right way. So we've got quite a few to pick from in this one as Henry takes ball 3. 3-0 from Schrankel here to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Schrankel kicks and fires, and ball 4 just off the corner. And a 4-pitch walk to start the 6th. Henry Quintana on first. Adam Handy now bats. Adam struck out swinging in the 2nd, but as he does, he got hit by a pitch in the 4th. And that was stranded at 3rd base in that 4th inning. Henry, see if Grantsburg tries the running game. Henry pretty swift. Henry's going to play college football as he dives back safely. And he walks it up. He'll be playing college football next season. Grantsburg had 7 people on signing day the other day. Not going and not swinging. Adam Handy takes strike 1. I think he was just taken the whole way there, and maybe it was called by Pete over there at first just to see if Schrankel could come back with one, and he did. Henry with a nice lead. Right foot is out there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first is not in time. And it's 0-2 to Adam. Levi Anderson on deck. Henry with a good lead. Schrankel, he goes. It's fouled off towards this side. You'll hear it. Right by the microphone. So Henry will come back to first base, and we'll try it again. Yeah, I've got a live mic there. I should let you know. You're fine, though. Henry at first. It's 0-2 to Handy. Henry stays put. That's a high pitch. Nice idea there by Schrankel to try something high. And we'll see if something's going here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Henry Quintana at first base. A little late on his lead. There he goes, and he's going to go. And a swing and a miss. A strike him out. Is it a throw it out? Throw him out? It is not. Henry able to get in there standing. So there's 1 away, but Henry does take second base on the pitch. Levi Anderson now bats. Levi 1 for 2 had a RBI double back in the 2nd inning. He scored Henry from second in that inning. They'd love to do that again. And first baseman is playing very far in. See if Grantsburg tries to take advantage of that. That one is a ball low. What I mean, maybe a little bunt down the first baseline. Kind of, with 1 out, I'm not a big fan of bunting, but runners held at second base. Shell Lake does that differently than most teams. That's a little bit high to Levi. It's 2-0. Usually you kind of get some action over there, not just being held on, but taking a close look at Henry at second. Now he'll deliver home. That's ripped up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher. There's not going to be a play. Juza comes up with it, and that's going to be a hit. Solid stroke there by Anderson. And we saw Schrankel make a great play at third base on a liner back to him. That is going to be a single, an infield single, and Quintana able to get to third. And now Grantsburg has runners at first and third with 1 out. Ryder Anderson bats now. Levi Anderson at first. We'll see if Grantsburg has anything on here. Schrankel out of the stretch. Takes a look at third. Runner goes. Batter takes. Fake throw down, and Grantsburg has runners at second and third. That was a strike call to a Ryder who had the take sign, I think. So a base hit here would be really big for the Pirates. And a missed bunt on the suicide squeeze, and Henry was able to avoid the tag, I think, but was he out of the baseline? He was able to avoid the tag. What is the call? They haven't called it yet, but a missed bunt on the squeeze is a cardinal sin. They're going to come together. Henry was able to avoid the tag. Let's see what the umpire says. The home plate umpire will give us a signal here, I think. I still don't know. There's no run. Oh, they did call it safe at home. The run does count. Wow-wee. And that is a strike on, I think, as they get things straightened out, Ryder lucks out, misses the bunt. But Henry was able to avoid the tag. Grantsburg has a runner at third. I'm still checking just to make sure because I didn't see any kind of decisive. That was a ball called to Ryder. No, that can't be. And we're going to have another timeout. I can't imagine they would change their mind now. They made the call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 4-1 Grantsburg. They might be discussing the count. I can't hear a thing. Well, Myron will keep us updated on the scoreboard, but what you see is what I see. 4-1 Grantsburg, runner at third, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Anderson. So the Pirates do get one across. Quintana with some nifty footwork and able to get across. Levi is at third. Schrenkel now ready. They could still run a suicide squeeze here and give Ryder a chance at redemption. Here's the pitch they're going to, and that is fouled off down the third baseline. So Ryder 0 for 2 on the squeeze. He's upset with himself. Now he's got to hit away, maybe. So that one he does get down, but it gets foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 run in here in the 6th inning. The pitch inside, that ball gets by, and the play at the plate is not existent, and the Pirates do get that other run across, and it's now 5-1 Grantsburg. So the Pirates a little bit lucky here in this 6th inning. Got away with a missed suicide, and there the runner from third scores on a wild pitch. 5-1 here. The Pirates add 2 in the bottom of the 6th. That's a foul for Ryder, and he stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
23 feet, 3 inches.
That one's inside. 3-2 to Ryder. Caleb Brombach on deck, and he will get to bat as there's 1 away and nobody on base. Ryder 1 for 2 on the day. He has a run scored. Here's the payoff pitch, and that is laced at Schrenkel, or not Schrenkel. That was Juza at short. Couldn't get it to you. Another line drive out for the Pirates. And that is 2 away. Now Caleb Brombach with nobody on, 2 away. Caleb is 0 for 0, 2 walks in the game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball back up the middle, and it is deep short, and he slips on the outfield grass. Probably would have been, that would have been an amazing play if they would have gotten Caleb racing down the line. We're going to give Caleb a hit. That was a great job to even get to that by Juza, but Caleb speedy down the line. We'll credit him with the hit. We'll see what his mom gives him. She's the official scorekeeper for the Pirates. Lord knows he needs one for his average. Huge lead from Caleb, and they'll throw back. He is safe. He does a nice slide to the back part of the base. That was a good move by Schrenkel, but again, aggressive base running, big lead. He knows just exactly how far to get off, a step and a dive. And Caleb back safely, and he's not deterred. He's back out there on that lead. And this time he's caught. Oh, he gets back. Oh, just thrown to the wrong side of the base. Caleb was leaning. He was dead to rights on a perfect throw there. Yeah, you could see it clearly. That was close, but Caleb again slides to this side of the base. The throw was kind of to Gleason's left. He did a good job gloving it and getting the tag down, but just not in time. Will he come a third time? He does. The throw over, and they do it again. That time easily safe back. Just a game over here at first base. Caleb's not going to back off, I don't think. Yeah, he's back out there, same spot. Will he come the fourth time? No, but Caleb's going to stay put. That one is ripped into center field. And a base hit from Brock Matheny, and Caleb will move up to second base. So the inning continues. Nice base hit there by Matheny. Solid. And there's going to be a timeout. And did Caleb hurt himself? Looks like Caleb may have slid in and hurt, maybe jammed his wrist. I think he jammed his right wrist. I don't know. He's kind of just holding his hands strangely as the Shell Lake's giving him a little bit of time to figure it out. Not sure. I wasn't even watching him go into second base. It was a solid single. Like, I don't think he had to slide or anything, so I'll have to ask him after the game. Hopefully he's all right. Here's the pitch. Archie Hale swings through one. By the way, that was Brock's first hit of the game. Archie is also 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Grantsburg with 2 runs across here in the 6th inning. Up 5-1 now. The pitch. Ball outside. Just listening to Nick Hallberg's commentary over there. The pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Archie Hale. And that one is lifted into center field and caught. Good job out there by the center fielder, Alex Marcoux, and he's able to grab it to end the inning. Grantsburg does some damage, though. 2 runs in the inning, extending their lead to 5-1 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Levi Anderson has 90 pitches. He's got 10 to play with. You can always finish the batter that you start. If he crosses the 100 pitch mark, he can finish that pitcher, and he is back out there for Grantsburg. So thank you again to all of our incredible sponsors. You've seen them. We've played their ads. You see them crossing the bottom of the screen. Some of them long-time sponsors. Nexon's been a part of this since before the pandemic. A lot of them have jumped on and never left. We so appreciate all of our sponsors. Siren Family Eye Care, you see there, like, they've been around for a long time. They sponsor multiple. Nexon sponsors multiple channels as well. So thank you so much to our sponsors. And like I say often, if you're in the market for something that, you know, our sponsors provide, can you give them first crack at it? And if nothing else, just let them know that you appreciate their sponsorship of the We Are Network, because we cannot do this without them. So Levi Anderson, he'll face the 6, 7, 8 guys in the order. It's David Marcoux, who's walked and struck out in the game. And here's the pitch. That's a strike. Levi quickly back up on top of the mound. He's ready to go. The pitch. High. He's got to pitch well here, but he wants to maybe get some contact. There's the pitch. That is contact. It's a little oopsie. Levi off the mound to throw to first in time. And a little check swing back to the pitcher. Unfortunate, but that is, hey, He just did a flyby. That was fun. David Marco said, "Hi, Bob." So there's one away. That's hilarious. Kyle Gleason now bats. Strike one at the belt. Ground ball back to Levi. Levi will lob it over to Caden. Another 1-3 put out, and the Pirates 1 out away from taking the second game and sweeping Shell Lake. But that's why baseball is awesome. You got to pitch to everybody. Karsten Stevenson is up. He is 1 for 2, singled last time up in the 5th inning. Is he batting, or is there a pinch hitter? Oh, there you go. Marker is up. So a pinch hitter. Swing and a miss. He's up there to swing, man. Bowden Marker, a 9th grader. I'm sure that is one of Donnie's kids. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and this is pitch number 99 for Levi Anderson. He's up 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and on the 99th pitch, Levi Anderson gets a complete game win. The Pirates win 5-1. They go to 7-1 in the conference and have given Shell Lake their second loss. A big game, a big win for the Pirates. Let's see. Shell Lake now goes to, let me pull this up on my screen. Shell Lake goes to 4-2 in the conference, 7-3 overall. Grantsburg goes to 9-3-1 in overall, and 7-1 in the conference. And now Clayton Turtle Lake, 5-1. The only team that Grantsburg has lost to this year awaits them next week, and we'll have that game. Or we won't have that game. That is in Turtle Lake, and that is next Thursday, May 14th. So let's see. Next week for Grantsburg, they play Amory here on Monday, and then on Tuesday they host Siren, and then on Thursday it's Clayton Turtle Lake. So things kind of lining up nicely for Grantsburg there for that Turtle Lake game. Should be able to preserve some pitchers with a Monday game and a Tuesday game against Siren. So that is going to wrap things up here for Grantsburg. Let me see if I can see if okay, I think the Pirate girls won, the softball team won, and Grantsburg Pirates baseball team won here tonight as well. So that is going to do it. Actually, before you go, let's give our Tom Rombach player of the game. And you heard me talk about it earlier. Dad loves sitting up here in this little perch with me doing the scorebook. And he loved heart, hustle, and effort. And I don't think there's much of a debate here. I think the pitching performance from Levi Anderson was phenomenal. A Shell Lake team that is very good, ranked 16th in Division 4, came in and he got 5, 7, 8 strikeouts against a really good hitting Lakers team, gave up 1 earned run. And Levi Anderson is our Tom Rombach Grantsburg player of the game. So thank you all for watching. And we will see you next week as Grantsburg hosts Amory on Monday night. Until then, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you for watching high school baseball here on We Are Grantsburg, part of the We Are Network.